100 XRP will be worth more than $10,000. This will happen, and the date is March 29. Of course, this is what one expert said would happen, and it makes a lot of sense. A lot of stories say that investing $100 in XRP could actually make you more than $1,400,000, and that's since February 2024. As it turns out, Brian Garling has confirmed that more than 100 banks are using XRP and the Ripple system to send money across borders. This news comes at a time when the Federal Reserve is actually getting ready to use XRP as a way to pay for things around the world. This has been confirmed by Google. Google has confirmed that yes, the Federal Reserve does plan to take over Ripple XRP as a global payment solution. They have also confirmed that Ripple is buying back XRP as part of their buyback scheme to get it out of the hands of regular people and into the hands of institutions. This comes at the same time that the judge in the Ripple SC lawsuit makes it easy for financial and non-financial groups in and outside of the states to buy XRP and use it for payments, and keep it as a backup. In other words, we can now see that huge world expansion taking place right now. Let's not forget about RLUSD or Ripple USD, which is going to be available on Kraken in just a few hours. On top of that, 50 million RLUSD were created at the RLUSD bank. XRP will be used to power the new financial system. You can see for yourself that 50 million RLUSD were actually made. And this RLUSD will be available on Kraken very, very soon. Guys, I want to talk to you about US dollar fixed coins now. We just recently saw that the FDUSD depeg admits to being bankrupt. It got a little better, but in general it's bankrupt. The smart kid is going to be dominated by RLUSD. A lot of people have said that the value of RLUSD will make XRP worth more than $5,000 because it will help all the wealth around the world flow, talking about trillions and trillions of dollars being made possible with the USD stablecoin. I'm using USDT and all the other banking markets, which we'll talk about in more detail in a moment. Guys, let's talk about the best exchange for you to get your XRP first. You can now get Event Exchange on your phone, on Android, and on their website. Make sure you download them on your phone, but users can now officially buy XRP, and they're running a huge promotion where all XRP ledger tokens, swaps, and trades cost nothing, or don't cost anything. Now you can really use a card to buy XRP. The prices aren't real, but you can buy it right away with a credit card from any source. You can also sell to your bank straight. Once more, bandexchange.com makes it easy and quick to sell your XRP and send the money straight to your bank account. To top it all off, they have all the ERC and EVM chain tokens, which means you can buy any coin here. There's also this link, XRP Ledger. If you click on it, you can buy XRP Ledger built tokens. Of course, some of these have made a crazy amount of money. I can see that this one is up 3,000%, but guys, this is just the beginning. The XRP Ledger min coins and utility coins are creating wealth that will last for generations. If you want to get in on the action right now, bandexchange.com is the place to go. You can even buy RLUSD straight and exchange it for XRP. You can also buy or sell RLUSD with a credit card. Many other companies charge fees, but this one doesn't. There are no swap fees either. Now is your chance to put all of your money into XRP to get more of it before the huge bull run and before the $5,000 per XRP price jump, which is very likely to happen. I'm going to quickly play a clip for you guys to show you exactly what we're talking about. It's from Brader Gerling House, which confirms that 100 banks are now using Ripple XRP for cross-portal payments. As we stress that XRP is a valid form of payment for the US national debt, here are a few other clips that we think are important. Yes, XRP will be used to pay off the US's bill, which is over $10 million at the moment. $10 million will be given. This is the debt of the United States. I owe the US Treasury $10 million. When it approved XRP as a way to pay off the national debt, the US Treasury did something very new and important. Of course, this is a big change for digital assets and public spending, but also lets us know that they're trying it. They are going to test in a small way. They want to use $10 million to see if they can tokenize the loan and pay it off. XRP will be used to pay off all of the United States debt if it works. They will then use it to pay off billions and then trillions of dollars. That being said, we had to talk about the facts from April 3rd. In just 12 hours, institutions will start using the XRP ledger for real work. But before we do that, I want you to pay close attention to this clip because I think it's very important. What would it take for businesses to use Bitcoin? Bridges, connections, and these other tools would have to be in place. Real-world asset tokenization is something I'm really excited about right now because it's a real problem, and big banks like JP Morgan and Bank of America are actively working to tokenize traditional assets. I think that's an area to keep an eye on, and I think that's where the XRP system will really shine. On April 3, institutions will be able to start using the XRP ledger. This will add billions of dollars to the ledger on April 3. A big change will happen in the way blockchain-powered payment awards work on the XRP ledger. This will make it possible for institutions to start using blockchain. Businesses will be able to use the crypto trading and the CTF coin for smooth blockchain-based transactions after this huge institutional unlock for institutional submissions. The world LTE market, which is worth $18 billion, is inefficient, has old systems, limits access, and isn't clear. With the help of the CTF coin on the XRP ledger, Crypto Trading Fund is changing that. Businesses and customers can get crypto rewards right away in a clear way and at a low cost. The Crypto Trading Fund changes payment benefits by cutting out middlemen and lowering costs. This makes the future faster, smarter, and driven by blockchain. It's important that institutional usage of the XRP ledger keeps growing. The CTF token, which is the first payment rewards token and the most valuable token on both the XRP ledger and the Polygon chain, is a good example of this. As the XRP ledger's global institutions' scalability and adoption continue to grow, we're talking about transactions that are slow and expensive on the traditional financial network. But because the CTIF is built on the XRP ledger, transactions settle in 3 to 5 seconds, and fees are so low that they're almost non-existent. We already know that the growth is going well. I mean, the Crypto Trading Fund on the XRP ledger just recently added Amazon and Walmart to their beta testing list. Right now it's being checked out, and in such a short amount of time, over 33,000 regular users have already said they will start using the Crypto Trading Fund's CTF coin platform and services. The platform has received over 3.2 million receipts from users, so it's clear that it's huge. There is a lot more news to come, so I'll leave this here. I mean, that institutional adoption is coming to the XRP ledger, and it always comes back to the real price of XRP. RLUSD could really make XRP be worth 50,000, and in the short term, it might make sense for 100 XRP to be worth $10,000. In fact, we need to look at a few other big groups as well. Binance, for example, shows an XRP price estimate that says the coin will be worth an amazing $600. The XRP-YR will reach heights that have never been seen before. If we talk about the most expected DeFi token in the XRP ledger, it's the CDF token, which is a leading DeFi token. It's about to make people millionaires, and a project on the XRP platform will start up for business on April 3. There will be very strict limits on the supply of CTF tokens. There are only 120 billion in circulation, which is very little. 1 billion XRP. The total number of CTF tokens that will ever be made is 120 billion. If the market cap goes up to $20 billion, the price of a CTF token will skyrocket from 70 cents to $748 per CTF. This is a very strong sign. This creates wealth that lasts for generations. Also, if you want to invest in a project with huge potential, this user token is a great choice because it has a lot of uses, is hard to get, and is in high demand. And no, these are not my words. They are the words of several past experts and analysts, including Jack Derbler, who has over 400,000 followers. A lot of people are also saying that the price of XRP will go through the roof and hit $7,298.